Welcome back to another episode. Today we're diving into something truly profound, Susungnam's path to enlightenment. It's a deep and powerful story that touches on life's harsh realities and the incredible journey of self-realization. So to start off, Seosionim, could you share how you began your journey toward enlightenment?
Yes, it's a long story, but I'll try to give you the short version. Growing up, I didn't know the faces of my parents. I was raised in an orphanage, living without any support from society. As I grew, I began to resent everything about the world. I even went into the mountains, intending to die there. But that's when something unexpected happened.
Wow, that's intense. So you went into the mountains to die, and something shifted. Can you tell us more about that moment of realization?
Yes, when I arrived in the mountain, I thought I would die. But soon, I realized that my desire to escape was an act of arrogance. I was blaming the world for my unhappiness, thinking I had the right to do so, but I lacked the ability to change anything. I saw other people's faults, but I had no solutions. It was then that I realized the true arrogance was in thinking I could judge without the power to correct.
That's a pretty profound realization. So after that, you began a different kind of practice. What did you do next?
That's when I started kneeling. I had never knelt before in my life, but in that moment, I felt humbled. I knelt to ask heaven for wisdom, to learn what I needed to know, especially about God and the universe. Then, I began picking up trash. It wasn't about the trash, but about purifying myself, doing something without any greed or desire for reward.
It seems like picking up trash became a symbolic act for you. How did that simple act lead to your transformation?
Exactly. In that moment of cleaning with no expectation, something remarkable happened. I realized that when you act without greed, the sacred energy of grand nature can flow to you. When your intentions are pure, wisdom arises naturally. I lived with this purity, and that's when my true power began to awaken.
So, you're saying that true wisdom comes not from intellectual study, but from a pure state of being.
That's right. I didn't learn from books. I dropped out of school after second grade, and for years I couldn't even read. But through life's experiences, by observing, listening, and absorbing everything around me, I gained knowledge. The wisdom of grand nature doesn't come from external sources. It arises from within when you align with purity and humility.
That's fascinating. You mentioned that you didn't even know how to read for a long time, yet you still gained such deep wisdom. How did that impact your life, especially in your search for your parents?
My search for my parents was a pivotal moment. I spent years looking for them, believing they had abandoned me due to hardship. But when I found them, I realized they were not the parents I had hoped for. They had power, and they didn't care about me. This realization was another lesson. I had resented them, blamed them, but I hadn't truly understood that everything in life, the good and the bad, is a part of our learning process.
It's remarkable how much your perspective shifted. In the end, it seems that everything you experienced, even the painful parts, were necessary lessons for your growth.
Yes, exactly. I didn't see it at the time, but all the struggles, all the encounters with people, even the ones who mistreated me, were my lessons. I learned that wisdom isn't something you search for far and wide. It's right in front of you, in the moments and people you encounter every day.
So everything you've been through was your study material, whether you recognized it or not. That's such a profound way to look at life.
That's right. Every experience, every hardship, every small act of kindness or cruelty, it all contributes to the wisdom we gain. But the key is to accept these lessons fully, without resistance or judgment. Only then can we truly grow.
That's such a powerful message. It makes you realize how often we miss the wisdom that's right in front of us.
Exactly. Grand nature provides all the study materials we need right here in our lives. If we don't handle the situation in front of us well, we'll have to face it again in a different form. The more we ignore, the harder the lesson becomes.
It sounds like the blessings we're seeking are often already in our lives. We just need to be open to them.
That's exactly it. When we stop complaining and start absorbing what's been given to us, we begin to unlock the true power that's been waiting inside us all along.
What a beautiful insight. I'm sure our listeners will carry this wisdom with them. Thank you so much for sharing your journey today.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, everything you need is already here, right in front of you. Embrace it fully, and wisdom will find its way to you.
Truly inspiring. Well, that's all for today's episode. We hope you're leaving with a renewed perspective on life. Until next time, take care, and remember to cherish the lessons around you.